Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Ground down through your sit bones here. Give yourself a little wiggle. I invite you to close your eyes if you want to. You can place your hands wherever you'd like. And just focus on your breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. Breathing in. And out. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them, your choice. Begin rolling the neck forward where the chin touches the chest. And around to the opposite side. Just be careful when you go to the back, the trunk crunching on the back of your neck. Big circles.
I immediately was like, oh, I hear crunching.
Yes. You go ahead and switch directions. Bringing the neck back to neutral. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. And then reach over to the left, big side body stretch. You can take the left hand, place it down on the mat if you would like, just for some extra support. Inhale, come back through center, bring the right hand down, send the left arm up to the sky, and reach over to the right. Inhale back through center, bring both arms up, big inhale. And when you exhale, cactus the arms open this time, drawing the shoulder blades down the back body. Oh God, that feels great. And inhale up one more time. And exhale again, opening those arms wide. And then letting them float down to the earth. Ooh, pausing for just a moment, noticing how you feel. We're going to go ahead and move into a tabletop position. You can get there however you choose. Once you get there, wiggle yourself around, give yourself a nice foundation. And when you're ready, find stillness. Just pause for a moment, again, noticing how you feel. And then we're going to inhale. You're going to round the spine, coming into a cat position. And then exhale, coming through cow. Dropping the belly, creating space in the front of the chest. Inhale, round to the spine. And exhale, dropping the belly, again creating that nice big space in the front of the chest here. Take a few more cat-cows that you're choosing. Just warming up the spine. Next inhale, you can bring it back to neutral. Maybe rock your hips a little bit side to side. Take any kind of free movement that you like there before we head into down dog. And when you're ready, you can tuck those toes under, send the hips up and then back. into your first down dog. Give yourself a nice generous bend in the knees. It's your first one. You want to walk the dog, pedaling out the legs. You're certainly welcome to do that as well if you prefer to find stillness. Whatever your body's calling for you to do today. When you're ready, we're going to walk to the top of your mat. Coming into a forward folded position again. Give yourself that nice generous bend in the knees. The chest can still meet the thighs. Letting the head hang heavy. When you're ready, you're going to inhale for a half lift, straightening out the legs and the back. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, root to rise, arms up overhead, big full body stretch. Exhaling, the arms open, cactusing the arms. Inhaling, the arms back up. And then exhaling, the arms down to the side or hands to heart center, whatever you're feeling most comfortable with. Pausing just to notice how you feel. When you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, step it back into a plank position. Your version, if you want to come down to your knees, that's perfectly fine. And when you're ready, you're going to shift forward and then lower down to the earth, coming in through a chaturanga. Oh, hitting either baby cobra or up dog, your version. Listen to your body and where it's at today. And when you're ready, you can move through tabletop and then eventually landing in your downward facing dog. However you'd like to get there is fine. Just warming up the body. Go ahead and make your way to the top of the mat here. Again, for that forward folded position. Inhaling for a half lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, root to rise. All the way up high, big stretch. Exhaling, the hands open. Inhaling, the arms back up. And then you can allow the hands to float down to heart center or to your sides, wherever you're more comfortable with. From here, we're going to inhale the arms up. This time when we exhale, we're going to come down into chair pose. So bring the hands into heart center and then just sink those hips back. Your version of chair doesn't have to be low, doesn't have to be high. As long as you get a little squat going on. Excellent. Go ahead and float the arms down to the earth. We're going to take the right leg, step it back. We're coming into a lunged position. You can stay elevated or you can drop that right knee down to the earth, whatever your body's feeling today, your version of a lunge. When you're ready, go ahead and put that knee down to the earth. We're going to be moving back and through half splits. You're going to start to walk it back. You can untuck the toes or you can leave them tucked in the back, whatever is your preference. But you're straightening out that left leg in the front to the best of your ability. If you want to deepen that stretch, think about that left hip crease, pulling it back to where your hips are kind of in line. That'll definitely deepen the stretch. You'll feel it along the back of your leg there. Think about opening the chest, looking forward towards the front of the mat. Good, rock it all the way forward, keeping the knee down to the earth this time, really focusing on dropping the hips down. stretching out the front of that right hip there, and then watch the left knee, because sometimes they want to splay out to the side. Try to keep it in line there. Coming back through your, excuse me, your half splits again, drawing that left hip crease back. Y'all look good. And then rocking forward, again through that low lunge, focusing on that right hip flexor in the front. One more time, half splits. Rocking it back. And then roll through again to that low lunge position. From here, you're going to go ahead and tuck the back toes of the right leg, and you're going to come up into that lunge where the knee's off the ground. And you're going to walk your hands around to the center. You're coming into a side lunge position. And it's your version. It doesn't have to be low, doesn't have to be high. If you can get your foot all the way to the ground, that's great. Whatever it feels like for you today. But we're focusing on the inside of the legs here. Really stretching them out. If you want to point the toe or flex the toe, play with it. See what feels different in your body. See what feels better in your body. Excellent. Now we're just coming up to the center. Just a split in the middle. Letting that head hang heavy there. And on your next inhale, just inhale for a half lift, just creating some space in the front here. And I want you to kind of rock your weight back and forth between your heels and your toes and see where that lands in your body. See which one you like a little more. Maybe you don't like it because it hurts. When we're ready, we're going to side lunge over to the opposite side. So we're bending the right knee, sending the left leg out long. And when you're ready, we're going to transition over to that low lunge position, facing now the back of your mat. And again, the knee can be up or down, your version. And when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and drop the back knee down to the earth. And you're going to either untuck the toes or you can keep them curled, whichever's your preference. And you're going to rock back, coming into that half split, straightening out the right leg. And again, think about, oh, there's an ice machine over there. Think about the right hip crease being pulled back, kind of lining those hips up a little bit. Usually we're in the other room next door, so I've never heard the ice machine before. Alright, and then rock through all the way coming into that low lunge position again, focusing on this time the front of the left hip crease. Your hip flexors there, moving down into your quad muscles. Again, be mindful of what that right knee is still doing. If it's trying to splay out, you tuck it back in. And go ahead and come back through your half split. And rolling forward through your low lunge position. One more time through that half split. And then moving through to the low lunge. Go ahead and tuck the back toes under if you haven't already, bringing the left knee off of the ground. You're just gonna go ahead and slowly step your way to the back of your mat, bringing both feet together, come into a forward folded position. Letting the head hang heavy. Inhaling for your half lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, root to rise, sending the arms up overhead. Nice big full body stretch. Oh boy. Oh, exhaling, arms down into heart center. Pause and just notice how you feel. If you gotta shake out your legs or anything, you're more than welcome to do that before we move into our next sequence. But if you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and inhale the arms up, overhead. Same thing, we're gonna be bringing the arms together into heart center, sitting back into chair pose. Nice deep chair, your version. And when you're ready, you're gonna step back with the right leg this time, coming into that high lunge position. You can send the arms up overhead, or you can keep them at heart center, whatever your preference is. Open up into warrior two, rotating that back foot where it's a little more parallel with the back of the mat. It doesn't have to be parallel with the back of the mat because all of us are built different, all of our hips are different. And from there, just want you to put your hands on your waist real quick and think about where your body is, because a lot of times we tend to lean really forward here, so you kind of draw it back a little bit to where you're more in line, and then send the arms out all again. I like this door in here because the other one doesn't have a reflective door. I can see you.
Nice, I can see what you're doing.
Yes.
Right.
I was like, after I started this, I was like, I'm really testing my cueing sequences today. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna flip the front hand over up towards the sky. You're gonna inhale as you reach forward, scoop up some air, and then send it all the way back, coming into, oh boy. Ah. Whew, that was a little rough one. I had a little pinch there on the side. Coming into your reverse warrior here. Go ahead and bring it back to parallel with the arms. Then you're going to take your left arm here, you're going to place it down on your knee or the front of your thigh here. Take the right arm and you're going to send it forward above your head, coming into an extended side ankle position. Trying to open that chest as much as you can, to the side of your mat. Nice deep long line between your ankle all the way up to your fingertips. If you want to challenge yourself, you can certainly straighten out that bottom arm
or you can still give yourself support and just leave it bent on top of your knee. From here, you're going to take your top arm and send it up towards the ceiling. You're going to straighten out your front leg and open that bottom arm down towards the floor here. Coming into a triangle. If you need support, you're again more than welcome to take that hand and rest it somewhere on your knee. Just be mindful of your knee itself, that you're not pushing down on it. Opening up towards the side of the mat. From here, making your way, you're going to bring both hands down to the mat. A little bit of your version. You're going to go ahead and rotate the back foot where the toes are facing towards the back of the mat, and then shorten up your stance a little bit. We're coming into a pyramid pose. Shorten your stance up a little bit. Then from there, your version, straighten out that front knee there. And again, if you're able to keep your hands on the ground, that's great. If you're not, you can certainly rest your hands on your shin or your thigh. Just be mindful again of the knee. Trying to create that nice long spine here. And if you want to take a micro bend in that front knee just so it's not so much tension, definitely do that. Again, think about your hips, trying to draw them in line with each other, which means just like in our half splits, we're drawing that, excuse me, that left hip crease back. You should definitely feel it in the hamstring there. And now we're going to do a revolve triangle. You're going to go ahead to the best of your ability, place the right hand either down on the ground or on your shin, and then rotate your left arm up towards the sky, coming into like a twist there. There you go. All right, bring both hands back down to the mat. We're going to transition into a middle split, so just turn and face the side of your mat here. You guys to peek at each other. Say hi. Letting the head hang heavy. And again, play with the weight there, whether you're shifting it between your heels and your toes. Just noticing how your body feels. Inhaling for that half lift. And now we're turning to face the front of your mat with your right leg in front. Oof, that low lunge position. We're gonna go ahead and bring both feet together. And then you're gonna inhale. This time we're coming through chair this time. So you can bring the arms up overhead, or you can bring your hands into heart center, whatever feels more comfortable with your shoulders. Or heck, you could even bring them to your hips if you want to. Whatever's feeling more comfortable for you. When you're ready, we're going to send the left leg back this time. Coming into that high lunge position. Again, arms can be overhead or they can be at heart center, whatever you're feeling today. Go ahead and opening up through Warrior Two. Again, we're rotating that back leg there, where the foot is somewhat parallel with the back of the mat, but it doesn't have to be by any means. Sending the arms out long, and then again, think about where that waist is. You might have to pull it back a little bit. From here, you're going to flip that front hand over, scoop up some air as you reach forward, and then send it on up towards the sky, coming into your reverse warrior position. through warrior two. You're now gonna take your right arm, place it down on your thigh here, and then extend that left arm. Big long angle overhead. So you're creating a nice big line again from the toes all the way through the hands. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can certainly open up that bottom hand where you don't have as much support on the leg there. But again, taking whatever version you would like today. From here, you're going to take the top hand, you're going to extend it up towards the ceiling. You're going to go ahead and straighten out that bottom leg, opening up. Oh boy, these edges. Opening up here, and again, if you want to take that bottom hand and rest it on your thigh or your shin bone for support, you're more than welcome to do that. Just again, be mindful of the knee. Excellent, go ahead and send the arms down to the earth. Framing that front foot, you're gonna go ahead and turn the back foot where the toes are facing the front of the mat and shorten up that stance a little bit, coming into your version of pyramid. So when you're ready, straighten out that front leg as much as you would like. And again, you can place the hands either on the shin or the front of the thigh there for support. Keeping that micro bend in the front knee there. And again, think about what we did for half splits, drawing that right hip crease back to create that nice deep stretch along the back of the hamstring. From here, you're going to place your left hand either down on the ground or on your shin, your version, and you're going to send the right arm up to the sky, coming into that revolved triangle. Excellent. Go ahead and bring the right arm down to the earth. You're going to be stepping both feet together and just pausing here for just a second, letting the head hang heavy in your forward fold. Inhaling for half lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, root to rise, and the arms up overhead. Nice big full body stretch. Exhaling the hands into heart center, and then allowing them to float down by your side. Just standing here in mountain pose, eyes can be open or closed. I just want you to notice how your body feels. From here, you guys can stay where you're at. I'm just going to turn and face you. We're going to be working through a tree pose since we've got our hips hopefully a little bit bumped up. So from here, again, the hands can be at heart center or, down by your side, or heart center, whatever is easier for you. Sometimes I find heart center is easier because we can compress our hands together, and that tends to create like a little lock. But we're going to start, you can start with your right leg or your left leg, doesn't matter to me, but we're going to start by just popping, excuse me, that toe up by your ankle. That's it. That's where you're starting at. That's where all tree poses start. So if you're having a day where you're not getting to where you want to go, come back down to here. Still get the same benefits. And then if you're willing and able, you're going to start to slide that foot up to the calf or higher. You can bring it up to the knee. If you're able to reach down, sometimes you can tuck it all the way into your inner thigh. You can certainly do that. And It's creating a lock. So what your foot is pressing into your leg, your other leg is pressing back. So you're creating that nice balance there, trying to let the hip pop out to the side. And again, it's your version. Maybe today your body's like, no, we're not doing that. That's okay. Very good. Go ahead and slowly let that leg fall back down to the earth. Just give yourself a little challenge there. Give yourself a little wiggle out of the legs if you need to. And now we're going to try the other side. We always tend to start with our dominant side, so the second side is usually more fun. We go ahead and just pop that toe up there. Rounding down through whatever foot is on the ground. And when you're ready, you can start to slide your foot up the inside of the leg. Again, wherever it lands is where it lands. Your version. And again, watch those hips so that we don't have that hip popping out to the side there. Whatever you're pressing in with your foot that's on your leg, the other leg's pressing back. You guys can go ahead and have a seat in the center of your mat. We'll be doing some hip mobility stuff as well. So from here, I'm gonna have you send the legs out wide. I just want you, just like we practiced when we were standing up, it's a middle split. You're just gonna lay over as far as you can. Just allowing yourself just to relax here for just a second. All right, go ahead and sit yourself back up. From here, we're gonna move into what's called a 90-90 position. So you take your right leg, you're pretty much just gonna sit it in front of you. Again, do whatever the best of your ability is. And then you're gonna take your left leg and you're gonna tuck it behind you. So the idea is that if you can do it, I can't, is that both legs are at a 90-degree angle. Mine tend to like curl in a lot more, but, because I ain't got that kind of mobility, but.
So this kind of forward and this?
Yes, yep. And if you want to take there, you have to kick that front leg out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. See how it feels weird? Like for me, this hip is so tight that I can't get to a full 90-90. Like that just does not work for me. But that's okay. We're all built differently, right? So this is where we start out with our 90-90 position. From here, you guys are going to love this. We're doing a lot of movement with this just to see how your hips are doing. You're going to bring it through center. Your legs should be parallel. Good. And then drop it back over to the other side. Oh, there's a ball there. Weird, right? So now you should be 90. Now you should be 90-90 with the other leg facing forward, right? So I want you guys to just breathe and work through that. Let your hips warm up. Just getting across the floor, right? And if you need to put your hands down for any reason, I get it. We're not always so balanced in the mornings.
I don't think my body's ever
I
done
was
this
gonna
before.
say, this is like foreign movement.
That makes me curious to know what your bodies are gonna do later today. If they're gonna be like, oh, that feels great, or they're gonna be like, no,
Oh, no,
no,
it's
don't
gonna
do
be-
that again.
It's gonna be angry.
Now from here, I'll show you if you want to advance it. If this is feeling weird, I wouldn't advance it right now, but for later if you want to. The next step of that is coming up onto your knee, and then you take it a step further to step forward. But again, that's, if you want to try it, go right ahead, but you by no means have to. Yep, and then step lunge all the way forward, like we were practicing that. That was great. In here? Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Feels weird, right?
yeah.
But it's good. It's good for the hips. And the thing is when you come back down, there you go. Keep it nice and controlled. You did exactly what you were supposed to versus just what I did. I flopped down. Feels weird. It's different. You could try it on the other side, and you may find that one leg is easier than the
Yeah.
other.
So once you're here, the idea is I get one.
You pop up.
Pop up on this knee.
Yes, ma'am. There you go. And then if you're able, you can step that back foot forward and lunge into it.
Whoa, that's weird.
And then bring it back. Nice and controlled, sit back down to the earth. There you go. Perfect. Y'all are gonna go home and start doing this, and everybody in your house will be like, "What are you doing?"
This is the part of my brain that like could never do dance, and when I'm like,
Oh,
very,
yes.
like, twisted and wrong. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I'm with you on that one. That's why I'm like, put your hands on the ground. It's fine. You can put your hands on the ground and move it all the way. Because sometimes, for some reason, putting your hands on the ground makes it easier for a lot of people, which I think is pretty awesome. So, just something new for you guys to
Yeah,
try.
that's definitely new.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know about
No, I mean, it
that.
wasn't bad. It was just weird.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna move into tabletop real quick. Facing the front of your mat. From here, go ahead and send the hips up and back, coming into your down dog position. And when you're ready, we're gonna inhale the right leg up to the sky, coming into a three-legged dog, so we create some space here. And then you're gonna bring that knee forward to the front of your mat. We're coming into pigeon. So we're gonna bring the knee forward, right knee, right elbow, and then rotate the front leg over. Whereas your version with parallel with the mat, it's never gonna be completely parallel unless your leg is super flexible. It also is just gonna depend on the day. So we're coming into a pigeon here. You can go ahead and stay upright if you would like, or if you want to, you can bring the elbows or either lay all the way down to the mat, whatever your body feels most comfortable with today. I want you to tune into what it likes.
Should be kind of straight parallel or at an angle?
Your front leg.
Uh-huh.
The goal is always the parallel with the front of the mat.
Okay.
However, we're all built so differently,
Sure.
and it differs from day to day. So if it's not completely parallel, it's fine. It's just whatever feels most comfortable in that hip crease today.
Okay.
I've definitely had days where it's just like absolutely not, and it's basically like parallel with the side of the mat. So it's just whatever feels most comfortable, because you're still getting that huge stretch in the outer hip regardless of where that foot lands at.
Sure.
All right, from here you're gonna go ahead and press yourself back up and then slowly unwind yourself, coming back into that tabletop position. Wiggle the hips out a little bit, give yourself a moment. When you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and send those hips up and back again, coming into downward facing dog. Just take a moment to notice the difference between how your right leg or your left leg feels. They might feel a little different. And when you're ready, excuse me, you're gonna inhale and bring that left leg up. And then bring that left knee forward to left elbow. And then rotate the leg again. Your version of parallel with the front of the mat. Coming into pigeon on the left side. And again, you can remain upright or you can come down to your elbows, whatever's feeling most comfortable for you. Excellent. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Again, coming through that tabletop position. Give your hips that wiggle. And we're gonna hit our last down dog of the practice. Whenever you're ready, you can send the hips up and back. Just creating that nice big stretch there, grounding down through those feet. Actively pushing away from the earth. And now we're gonna be shifting forward into a plank position. Again, your version, if you wanna bring the knees down to the earth, that's perfectly fine. And when you're ready, you're gonna shift forward and then lower down to the earth. Coming to rest on your belly here. Just pausing for a moment. All right, from here, you're gonna make your way to your back. You can get there however you so please. If you wanna take a cobra and then come through tabletop and sweep the legs around. Again, however you'd like to get there. It's perfectly fine by me. Then going down to the back in the supine position. Once you're there, you're gonna go ahead and bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then when you relax it, go ahead and start circling those knees around in one direction. Just kind of massaging that low spine on the earth there. And then change directions. Just noticing how that lands in your body. Go ahead and bring the feet down to the earth where your knees are still bent. We're gonna windshield wiper our legs. So you're gonna let the knees just fall over to the right and then bring them back through center and then let them fall over to the left. And you can just let that flow with your breath, whatever speed you wanna go. Go ahead and let the legs fall over to the right and just let them lay there. Send the arms out to a T, so you're just sending them out, oh boy, wide. And then look to your left. At least rotate the head to the left, I should say. Give yourself a nice twist there in the spine. Head back to center, bring the legs back through center, and then let them fall over to the left hand side. And then we're going to be looking to the right. Go ahead and bring the neck back through neutral. Bring the knees back through neutral. Bring those knees into the chest one last time. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Compression, create that compression there. And then send the legs out long and the arms up above the head. Coming to a nice full body stretch. Biggest stretch you've had all day. And then when you exhale, let it go. You can float the arms either down by your side or you can have them rest on your belly and your chest, wherever you're feeling comfortable with, and let those feet just fall out to the side, coming into Shavasana. And I will guide you out of your Savasana in just a few minutes. ahead and start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, rolling the ankles and the wrists. Bring some movement back into the arms and the legs. Your eyes are closed. Go ahead and open them up. And I'm going to have you roll to your side, whichever side you want. And just pause there. I don't want you sitting up too fast. Whenever you're ready, make your way into your seated position. Don't let the head rush get you. Coming back into a seat of your choice. And from here, you bring your hands into heart center. And then bring them up to your third eye, which is your forehead. And I say, thank you so much for joining me in class today. Everybody have a great day.
Namaste.
Namaste.